Keep your health by yourself. You adult people. Brother, but your tone is not there. Your tone is not there. There is a sign the tone is not on. You must switch it on. It's down left.
Okay.
Oh!
You got me?
Yeah, Real Talk with Heron, Berlin, Germany. Brother.
Hey, what's up, Heron? What's good, man? How you doing, brother? Peace and love from
Yeah.
Lansing, Michigan. Peace and love.
Yeah, really cool. So, brother, can you introduce yourself for the audience?
Yeah, I go by the name of Nyte. Some people know me as Nightmare. I've been rapping for about 10 years, on and off in the battle circuit, and now I'm doing it professionally, mainstream, radio, that kind of thing.
Wow. That's means for me in Lansing, Michigan, there is a big hip hop or rap community. Is that right, brother?
Oh yeah, big, huge community, man. All the Michigan people. Originally, I'm from Florida. I'm from Kissimmee, Florida. Originally,
okay.
I moved here in 2008 to Michigan,
okay.
And yeah, big music scene out here. Big music scene. Shout out all my people in Flint that make music. Lil Das, Wheat, the homie Kevin Clouds, my homie Lito 810, D Pratch, just a few off the top of my head that make music out there, man. Shout out Gun Hood Zeke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, man, in the music scene.
Yeah, really cool, brother. So for me, as a German people from Berlin, Germany, I want to know not really exactly, but a little bit. Florida is more the West Coast, I would say.
Florida South. South.
Okay. Damn, that is my fault. Michigan is from this perspective is
kind of west. Yeah, Michigan's kind of west. Yeah, Midwest.
Okay. Then is there cool weather outside, or is this not so good?
Yeah, it's sunny out. It's sunny out.
Really cool. You got a garden,
you know what I mean?
A yard.
Yeah.
A yard is brother. That is cool. That is really cool. Yeah, brother. This is 3 p.m. there in Michigan, Lansing.
Yeah, it's 3:09 right now. What time is it out there?
Here is 9 p.m. is 6 hours.
Okay.
6 hours time difference, but you can say to me, I'm something like a vampire. I'm never sleeping. People thinking that.
That's what's up. And that's real talk, huh? Yeah. That's real talk. Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, brother, that is really cool that you find that time for me and you get in contact with me over Sammy D. Is that right?
Yeah, Dope Fresh the Don, man, actually put me up on your show. Okay. We just collaborated on a song for my upcoming project. It's called Authentic. It's gonna be on all platforms here in a few weeks. So when he told me that I actually watched you guys' interview, and I was like, it was really engaging, you know what I'm saying? Plus I've never really had a chance to branch out to Germany, so here we are. You know.
Yeah. No. That is for me also. That's why I get some turning around with the names. I thought about this was Sammy D. Now it's still fresh to dawn. Okay, much respect to this brother to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes. Louisville. What up, dog?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, that is. I want to give them all the people that get in connection. I want to connect them and give a shout outs to these people and. For me, it's cool. For you, it's cool, and everybody.
Likewise. Yeah.
And for them also. And
yes,
you are really a sporty dude. I seen that you smoking a sporty cigarette.
Oh yeah. I'm a real cannabis conscious rapper. You know what I mean? Yeah. My oldest son, he's 12, man, but he suffered from seizures when he was young. He was about 2 years old, and we gave him cannabis oil to treat it, and he hasn't had a seizure since. So I'm a big advocate for cannabis use, man. Yeah.
Okay, then can I ask you about Lansing, Michigan? What is this? Is this legal there?
Yeah, for recreational use, they do have medical patients. Like I have my medical card, where we can use it, for medical use. But it is recreational legal out here. Yeah. in
That
Michigan.
that
Yep.
that 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 sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds cool for the peoples. I by myself, I don't drinking coffee. I don't smoke a cigarette. I don't use nothing. I'm
Good.
uh, I'm natural
Good.
high. I'm natural high.
Good. Good.
but
Good.
but
I,
um but I got experience with that, Marion. I can say this, but it's time ago. But now.
I hear you. I hear you, brother. I hear you. To each their own, you know what I mean? To each their own. I don't branch out into anything else. I'm just cannabis. I don't smoke tobacco.
Oh yeah.
And I don't drink alcohol anymore. It's been about 2 years for that. Yep.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, yes. That is what I want to hear from people. Yeah, I can say it's better to don't drinking. This drinking is really crazy for people.
Yes. Yes.
This what is this fire water for the natives? They get
Yes.
this was not really
Yes.
good. Yeah, and
Right. Shout out my native people. Shout out my natives. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
and this tobacco also, I can say the Marlboro Man is not really. He was not really. He don't like it. The outcoming of this was not really cool for him. And yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So
Yes,
tobacco,
sir.
but some people are addicted to this, and this is not really cool. And I'm really
Right.
happy when I heard people like you don't drinking and don't using that tobacco.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Really,
sir.
really, really cool, really cool, really cool. That is really cool. That is really cool, brother. So yeah, this is for me now a little bit of small talk. I get some questions from you, but I want to ask you before my questions come in.
Yes, sir.
You doing that beats by yourself that you're rapping on? You're a beat constructor?
No, I actually have a producer that I primarily work with. His name is Pro Boy Beats.
Okay.
He's originally from Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
When we actually ended up by circumstance, linking up and making music together. But when he moved to the area in Michigan that I was, it was a small town. This is before I moved to the city.
Uh-huh.
So it was a small town and we didn't really know too many people,
Yeah.
especially in the music scene.
Uh-huh.
So when we linked, it was a matter of circumstance. We didn't know anybody else to do music with. And we just kind of developed a relationship. So it was me and Pro Boy Beats only for the longest time. And then I branched out and my good friend Dirty B Beats, he makes beats now. He's on YouTube. Definitely would recommend any artist that's looking for their own exclusive beats to
Yeah.
look him up because they're cheap and affordable, but their quality is there. You know what I mean? A lot of times when we're coming up, in the music game, a lot of people will give us less than we deserve, you know what I mean, just because we're not in a Drake position or something like that, for an example. But yeah, so Pro Boy Beats and Dirty B Beats is my primary producers right now.
Okay.
And Chop City Music out of Flint.
Okay.
Um, those are my three producers right now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my go-to guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask in this question because some artists doing beats by themselves, sitting at home with the
Yes,
computers and got
definitely.
a home studio
Definitely.
and creating this, and they saying, "Yeah, this is really
Right.
cool because I got all what I want and I can go and exactly." But some other people's like you say, I using that beats from producers, and that's good for me.
Yeah, yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
And see, for me, I just feel as if my creative juices flow a little better when it's just the lyrics and the recording and the shows. To add beat making to my repertoire would just, for me personally, it would just kind of clutter up my creative process. So I don't like to really do that. And plus, there's just so many talented individuals that do beats.
yeah,
So salute to all the artists that
yeah,
do both. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is right. And when people say, "I know what I can do," this is also this is really good that you're not really that's getting too much time from you, taking so much energy to producing the beats and writing lyrics and all that stuff.
yeah,
That is heavy, yeah.
yeah,
And salute to all the people that doing this. Yeah, I can say also
yes,
that is really cool. But when people say, "I know I can go there this way, and it's better to not to give other people's the creative style on the beats. This is better for
Yeah,
you and
yeah,
for him also. This is yeah, I can
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, I can accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
Dirty B also does all my mixing and mastering.
yeah, okay.
Also very
Yeah.
affordable as far as that goes.
Yeah. That you need peoples like this. This is really good.
Yes.
That is really cool, brother. So, brother, then I wanna come into my three questions for the interview. Regular interview question, not so really crazy. It's easy questions.
I hear you.
Since when you started with rapping or involved in music? Since when you doing this?
When I first started, I probably was about 15. So it was about 15 years ago. I'm 31 now. Um, my older brother actually started rapping. My father rapped when we were young, but we didn't really come into the era of him doing music. So
Hmm.
we didn't know too much about his life doing music. So we kind of came into our own with hip hop. But basically, growing up in Florida, there's not a lot of outlets for lyricism, you know what I mean, hip hop, anything that's outside of club party music wasn't really popular in Florida in my era. So
Okay.
when we began doing hip hop, it was like literally at the park, a bunch of friends that we knew could rap, and we would kind of like battle back and forth,
Yeah.
like who
Okay.
could come up with the best verse.
Yeah.
And then it became a thing where it was an everyday thing. Everybody was challenging everybody else. So it kind of was like a neighborhood thing for us. And then like I said, I kind of was hesitant at first and didn't want to branch out or show anybody my music. And my older brother, may rest in peace, Trap City, um, he was the one who kind of initially pushed me into it. Like, look, my brother, he'll rap harder than anybody out here, you know what I mean? And kind of put me in a position where I had to rap. And
Okay.
so then I just caught the bug, and it just became something that I did all the time. But I was surrounded by it my whole life, listening to music. It was only hip hop. The first album I ever heard that made me want to rap was the Beastie Boys' License
Oh
to Ill.
yes, yes,
The
yes, yes,
Beastie
brother. That
Boys.
is
And it would shock most people because growing up in Florida, nobody really had no Beastie Boys tape in their Walkman.
okay.
But I had it, you know what I mean? It was handed down from my aunt who put me up on like Wu Tang and a lot of East Coast music.
Yes, 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 yes.
Um, and then Trick Daddy came and everything was okay. You know what I mean? Hip hop in Florida was a thing after that. Hip hop in Florida existed after Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trick Daddy is it's a brand. I can say this is really cool.
Yes.
Also in Germany, I heard from him. Let's go.
Yeah.
Something.
Hey. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. When it comes to the hip hop names, and I can dig down, and people say, "Why the Heron knowing this?" Yeah, I know a lot.
I love that. I love that though. Salute to Heron for his
Oh,
hip hop knowledge.
thanks, brother.
Yes,
No,
sir. Yes, sir.
this is I loving this for a long time, and that's why I'm making this also. I try to catch
Right.
people's underground worldwide now on a African
Yeah, I
aspect,
see you.
and
I see you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, brother, then I come into my second question is you influence you tell me something about this also. I can say this is coming out from this what you're saying before. That's why sometimes my questions, I think about my catalog of questions, but I want to let the people want to easy talk and not so much
Right.
complicated.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, did you influence, you can say this again to the to the audience.
I mean, who really influenced me music would have to be, it would be three different people, but for three different reasons. So Master P would be number one. Because I mean the man did everything that any of us as children, any nationality, any part of the world wanted to do. I mean, the man was on a basketball team, a professional NBA team. He was a movie star. He raps, and he owned everything that he did. I mean, you can't really say that you want to place in music without mentioning Master P.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
was, business wise and music wise, definitely him. But DMX was my other heavy influence, because he just made it okay to talk about what you believed in your music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't always the most positive music. I give anybody that, but when it was, it was. You know what I mean? Anything DMX said, you believed. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Regardless what it was, you believed them.
yeah,
So I would say, as far as being an influence, it was him. And then honestly, just like watching Big and Pac do their thing, between them two would be my third
yeah, yeah, yeah,
influence,
yeah, yeah. Of
because
course.
I was alive for their whole, their claim to fame. I was a child. Don't get me wrong. I probably was 7 years old when Tupac died.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, when him and Biggie were at the height of their stardom, nobody they were untouchable. It was magical almost. And so I would have to say them as far as my influences. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, that is also I can say you say the four big names. This is really yeah.
Yeah.
I can
And I
say
always, people always divide Biggie and Pac, but I would have to say, to me, they were one entity because of what they were at the time. There was no star of hip hop at that point in time.
okay,
So Biggie and Pac were like, neck and neck. And Pac was signed before Biggie,
okay,
but just what their impact was to the game, I just see them as one entity in two different lights, of
okay,
course,
okay.
because they were two different people. But I mean, what they did for hip hop was very much the same.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. They're coming up and behind of them, they're coming a lot of peoples. They're influencing a lot of rappers. Yeah,
yeah, so
Junior
yeah,
Mafia, Outlaws.
yeah, 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 yeah.
There's
And
a
the
lot.
only reason that those gentlemen are still relevant is because of the two gentlemen that before them.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, brother, this is you say something before I want to ask it. This is a little bit crazy for me, but I can ask you also about this. You got three favorite artists. You can name it. You say something about this. I say okay.
Yeah, influence. But I guess
No,
I mean,
no, 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 no.
favorite artists
Yeah,
change.
yeah, yeah. Three favorite
Favorite
artists.
artist change. Yeah. Um, my favorite artist, I guess, of all time, Michael Jackson, number one.
Oh.
You feel me? Michael Jackson, number one. Um, Bob Marley, number two. And then number three is a toss up. I'm gonna go with Eminem.
Okay, okay. Also, this is also I can say also, but yeah, Michael and Bob, Eminem. Okay, but Michael and Bob, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
This,
mean, not to get too personal, but that's what my music is anyway. It's a personal journey. So, I remember the days when I was a kid. I mean, I'm sure my grandma got embarrassing pictures still, of me dancing in my Michael Jackson
wow.
hat and my undies and Michael Jackson leather Thriller jacket in 90-degree weather in Florida. But I love that man. You know what I mean? I loved what he represented to music, man. He was an icon, is an icon. He really was.
He's an impact, and no one. I think no one
Yes.
can do the same like Michael again. I don't really
Ever,
know.
ever,
People's trying
ever.
this, doing
No,
this
no, no,
and
no.
doing
They
this,
do
but
try. They do try. You said the right word, Heron. They do try.
and this is really crazy for me. Also, I can say when I heard Michael Jackson, and I only listened to Michael Jackson's music and
Yeah, yeah,
componist styles, whatever they talk around, I never heard.
yes,
My
sir.
all
Yeah,
ears
yeah,
closed, my
yeah,
eyes closed. Only the music is focused,
yes.
and I
Yes.
say
But
this
they all
man.
created something timeless. It was about creating something timeless then. It wasn't about how much money you could make then, although they made their money. You know what I mean? We're talking about very successful artists, all three of them. I feel I had to say Eminem only because the adversity that Eminem had to face, still faces now. I mean, yes, there's a lot of quote unquote, I guess, white rappers, as you would, have to label them. But I don't even think that they should be labeled like that because hip hop is what it is, man. And it exists to bring voice to the voiceless. You know what I mean? It exists to spread love more than hate. But at the same time, when the need for someone to speak out and it has to be said, hip hop says it first. You know what I mean? And I love that about our genre. And that's why I picked those three artists. Bob Marley was all love. You know what I mean? All love.
Man.
You know?
This is really a Bob Marley also. This is for me also. I think I can collect no track from him that's not making me feel like I'm feeling good from Bob Marley. And Michael Jackson also. When I can say every track is cool. It is really crazy.
Yeah. Very good catalogs.
Yeah, this is this is a really major artist. However, what they got in their minds, this was really never. No one can do this again and better.
Right.
Because Michael Jackson doing the pop way and Bob Marley doing the reggae way. Eminem doing this for hip hop also. All of them impacts. Really cool choice from you, brother. I can say this is also for me. Really cool.
That's good.
Then I come into my last question is. You got some new projects, what you want to announce into the people's or?
Yes, I do. A lot of new music on the way. I guess the thing I'm most excited about, man, my movement is called OTR, On the Rise. We've been moving and operating for about 5 years. This is the 6th year now. And we're doing a compilation album where all of us are involved. And it's crazy because I started the movement literally because I had lost my studio at the time. And lost my place, and it was just a bad time. I was going through a real bad situation, life-wise, and I had no way to record music. So what I started doing was rapping, like basically we're doing the interview now. Okay. I'm rapping to the camera. I'm writing down a verse every day. I'm memorizing it, and I'm bringing it to the people just like this. No beat at the time. No, nothing. It was just literally my lyrics, my thoughts, asking the people to get involved. You think this should be a song? Do you not think this should be a song? Either way, we OTR. That was my mentality. Everybody was on the rise. So now we have the OTR mentality, Volume 1 compilation. I couldn't be prouder. Shout out Skylo. Skylo's our young, up and coming artist. He actually is on the label with me. So it's me and him side by side right now working. It's been really good. So I'm excited about that project. But mainly I'm pushing my album. This is the second installment of my Nyte series. So basically my name Nyte is spelled Nyte, but I use it as an acronym. The first one was Never Yield to Enemies. That's actually available on Audio Mac for free download. Okay. You can download the whole project on Audio Mac. Okay. You just search Nightmare, Nyte Mare, and you can download the whole first project. But we got the second installation of that project called Not Your Typical MC. So I'm keeping the Nyte acronym going and I'm switching it up. Not Your Typical MC. I mean, you see, but it's the same principle. Like I'm bringing music that you're not gonna hear from your typical artist. And when you do hear it, I'm working with the artist that you're used to hearing it from. So regardless, I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone and in somebody else's so I could capture a whole essence of hip hop that everybody wants and really needs right now because if you look at the current state of hip hop, there's not a lot of artists doing original their own things.
Yeah.
A lot of music sounds the same.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can argue and debate,
Yes.
we can argue and debate, but it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
And so that project's coming real soon. Shout out Doe Fresh the Don again. That's what me and him actually collaborated for that project.
Okay.
But right now I'm releasing my tribute album to my brother. It's called Trap Boy Entertainment. My brother, Trap City, Antonio Merritt, he committed suicide 3 years ago now in December. And may he rest in peace. It just needed to be done because too much death happens to around suicide. Too many people are lost when they just needed to find a way to get back. Some people are looking for some healing, and maybe this album could be the thing to heal them, or at least know that people are listening. And that's all I want to do with Trap Boy Entertainment, man. He was really involved heavily in music, but his heart lied in the street life and what it represented, but not on a negative level, on a level where gangs was taking care of their community, on a level where the biggest gangsters in the neighborhood was giving the little kids ice cream truck money. And, it was based around the love of it all, man. So I just want, my brother's death to count for something, you know what I mean? Regardless, too much suicide happens in the world anyway. And I just want people to know we love them. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to promote those projects and, send a big shout out there to Germany and tell y'all hip hop loves you. You know what I mean? We here, we listening, and we hope y'all listening too. For real.
Man, brother,
Your boy Nyte, man.
that is really awesome. You standing and there, and you still standing really strong. Your
Yes, sir.
character, you're full of energy, and this happened to you, and you got all the drive on, and to say, man, this is much respect. Peace out to you,
You
man.
too, brother.
What
You
can I
too.
tell you? This is really
You too, brother.
that is really cool. So,
Yeah.
brother, that's why I wanna give you also now the time to announcing a track. You send it to
Yeah.
me, and we both sharing this. We listen to this. I share this with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. This is called One Man. This is a song off my upcoming project, Trap Boy Entertainment.
Yeah.
That's the one I sent you, right? One Man.
I I got the name. Is there OTR Night Sold? Is that right?
Oh, okay. So I sent you the OTR track.
Yeah.
So this is the very first single off of the OTR Mentality project that I actually was announcing.
Okay.
So this is me giving back to all my artists and all the people that shown love over the few years. This is actually a dedication to Trap City too, because without him, OTR wouldn't have started. So we on the rise, baby. I love y'all Nyte. Just stay tuned. We got more music coming.
Yeah.
On the rise.
Okay, brother. Then I will selecting this. You're announcing this. You can announcing this again. Meanwhile, I'm searching this because I'm Heron and sometimes people's in my back doing some things, but now I'm alone and and I'm not a technical genius. I can say in this, but
Yes, sir.
I like to entertain a lot and talk a lot. And now
My man.
I hope everything will run in now. You can say this again, maybe. You can say announce this track again and
OTR. Let's do this. OTR mentality. We about to kill it. I'm on the ride, straight up out the pot of my climb. Blood, sweat, and tears, I cried each and every time. Someone said I couldn't do something. Dad motivated me to try to prove I'm wrong against all odds. Get on your grind, stay on your job. This for my 9 to 5, 10 to 6, no days off. People working hard, paycheck to paycheck, praying for that overtime. You know what they say, money is time. To even think I'm wasting mine, you out your mind. Focus on the future so the past don't rewind. Meaning I'm striving for success, no stress, rather just know I'm blessed. And in a world filled with ignorance, I make music that's intelligent. Those that listen get non-fiction. I am what hip-hop's been missing. And artists that stand behind what he's spitting. While most rappers get on with a gimmick, I keep it authentic. Always, while they swerving, I stay in my lane. They all followers, I'm a leader. It's no wonder they all sound the same. Such a shame. If they only had a brain, they wouldn't bite each other like that. They tell their own story, their own way, and put their own city on the map. Instead, they copycat, piggyback, riding someone else's way to fame. I'm OTR, up the ladder to success. I'm a threat, show respect, and get out the way. Time is money, money is time. I ain't wasting mine. I'm on the grind, up the ladder to success. I climb, I'm on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm on the rise.
I'm on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm on the rise.
Time is money, money is time. I ain't wasting mine. I'm on the grind, up the ladder to success. I climb, I'm on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm on the rise.
I'm on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm
On the rise. OTR mentality. Either you on the rise or you're under me. Building wealth, a lasting legacy. Turning dreams to reality. Show my children that if they work for it, they can truly have anything. Don't ever let anyone dictate your destiny. Buy yourself an LLC. Start small, grow to bigger things. Being broke is a ruthless teacher. Build a business, a revenue stream. That's how you stay self-made, self-owned and self-paid. On the rise, yes, I stay. You either with the movement or you're in the way. An asset, a liability. Family or a friend of me. The only goal to secure the bag, and I'ma crush it, word to Gary V. All about them pesos, word to Bezos. Jeffrey, smoking like Elon Musk. Better Tesla, you can't test me. Time is money, money is time. I ain't wasting mine. I'm on the grind, up the ladder to success. I climb, I'm on the rise.
on the rise, yeah, I'm on the rise.
I'm on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm on the rise.
Time is money, money is time. I ain't wasting mine. I'm on the grind, up the ladder to success. I climb, I'm on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm on the
I'm
rise.
on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm
On the rise.
I started OTR for the artists, for the people, nothing but positive vibes and love, baby. On the rise.
We turn it up, haters call the cops. They don't shut us down, we shut up the ops. Salute me and shoot me, give me props. Strike a pose, this a photo op. On the rise, all the way up. Name a team stronger than us. More than a movement, we familiar. The trending topic get familiar. Only artists being real or blunt, either in the circle or they know what's up. Label us most dangerous with the lyricism flow switching up. We're too high, stop reaching. It's free game, can't stop preaching. But it's all facts, so receive it. Nothing but the truth, better believe it. OTR, on the rise. Get with the movement or get left behind. Bottom line. OTR, baby, on the rise. Time is money, money is time. I ain't wasting mine. I'm on the grind, up the ladder to success. I climb, I'm on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm on the
I'm
rise.
on the rise.
On the rise, yeah, I'm on the rise.
Time is money, money is time. I ain't wasting mine. I'm on the grind, up the ladder to success. I climb, I'm on the rise.
Sounds really cool. Sounds really cool.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I hope in the next shows, maybe we seen us again. I hope I can share also videos. This is now a
Yeah.
little bit for me a little bit yeah, complicated. I don't really know what is the performance doing there, and
Okay.
that's why
Would it be easier to send the YouTube links next time?
no. This is about the sharing. When we go in live, we can talk in, and the MP3 I can share this with you. But when I share the video, maybe
Ah,
the
I see.
performance is not really because I don't really know what is the problem. Is this my PC? I don't really know.
I hear you.
I'm not a technical nerd.
Well, hey, me neither. But it sounded good on this end, and
Yeah.
I appreciate the interview for real, Heron, man. I'll definitely be back, man.
Yeah,
For real.
really cool. And then you got now some time for shout outs to family, friends, everybody.
Oh yeah. I just first and foremost, I gotta shout out my kids, man. Daddy loves you, Charlie Serenity, Cameron. Daddy loves you. You know what it is, man. All the artists that was involved with the making of these projects that's coming your way. Salute Dirty Beat, definitely for making all the beats and making everybody sound good. Shout out to Dope Fresh the Don for linking me and you up, Heron. Shout out Pro Boy Beats for his contribution on that OTR. He actually made the beat. Shout out to the whole OTR familia. Skylo, what up, man? I see you. Willie Dangerfield, what up, bruh? Kit, what up, homie? Debo. Shout out your homie Jay Bandit. Man, there's too many to name, man. We gonna be here all day showing love.
Yeah.
But just know, if I didn't mention you, man, I love y'all. If you've ever been a part of OTR, Nyte, or any of the movements that I've been a part of, man, shout out NTS. We up next. Stay tuned, man. A lot of new music on the way. For real.
Really cool, brother. Then for me, I'm done. Real Talk with Heron. I'm out. Berlin, Germany. Much respect to Michigan, Lansing.
You too.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
We see
Till
us
next time.
Yeah.
Till next time.
I hope also. Peace out, brother.
Yeah, brother. You too. Later.
Peace. Ciao.